All right, that's a wrap. It's our Twisted Tea best post-race show of the year, last and best. I'm holding my clothing because if I put them down, I will forget. I'm not used to carrying this stuff around. Jason Weigandt and Sophie Phelps. Okay, we had the winner-take-all scenario. Of all the things we had in the bingo card, I don't think we had somebody gets hurt immediately.
Yeah,
I don't think we expected that.
It was immediately. I think I missed the whole shot, and I looked up to see Chase riding off pretty much. It was that quick. Yeah. Yeah,
and it was just a racing incident. Even Jett and Hunter kind of described it when they saw it, which was after the moto. I mean, just a racing deal between Barsha and Sexton. Kind of a bummer, but it's still nuts to think in the end. Then it comes down to two brothers. Like, I know we're kind of used to it here, but it's still crazy.
It is wild, and we haven't seen that in our sport, especially not at this level.
No, not this high. Yes.
Yeah, maybe in amateur racing.
Right.
Between I don't know, I think Master Pools and a couple
there
others
were a couple.
probably did that.
Yeah,
but
even the Stewarts are good, but and Malcolm is good, but he wasn't battling James.
Yes.
So this is unbelievable.
Especially, it's not just Supercross or motocross. It is the SuperMotocross World Championship Finals.
Yep.
Yeah, it all came together tonight, and it literally did. It came to heads with the two of them.
And
really.
Okay, you race. This track is difficult. Not difficult in a separation side, but in the how difficult it would be to not make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And how flawless for the most part they were while pushing each other.
Yeah, I mean, just paying attention to the part that it was where it was kind of crammed almost with all the corners, right?
Yes.
And right in that central area, I think that would probably be the most difficult area. I mean, you saw it was slick. You can see where they're starting to get a little bit of movement out of their rear tires as they're getting on the throttle. And not to mention, their corners, a lot of them, they had to go up over those barriers because we're on the drag strip.
Yes, yep. Tent's coming down. Better them than us. That is the least fun job in racing. Is that the least fun job in racing?
What?
Right, you're doing right now?
No.
Oh.
Truck, he's a man's man. Nothing hurts him. Yeah, so that's the thing. They're pushing. You want every inch, but this track's not allowing you to do that.
Yeah, it's tricky. And like I was saying, them turning up over those barriers, every corner, that's not a normal thing that you're practicing. Is a corner that's going to go up over a certain barrier.
Yes.
And there's other sections that were similar to that, like I don't know what we call it, the staircase that they're jumping down, that big thing. Where have we seen that before? Maybe nowhere? I don't know.
I don't think so.
There were, it's just a lot of really tricky things. And then we saw the finish line jump. The landing was one of those tunnel landings.
Yes.
So that changes the way that you're going to jump that as well.
Yeah.
So they're probably, I mean, I didn't race it, but they're probably not even going to scrub as well because they have to hit that landing just perfect because it comes to a point.
Okay.
Just, anyways, a couple of thoughts that I was having kind of along the same line of this would be really hard to push that speed and push the envelope here.
Yes. Now, the one other experience, I was in the trailer, so I don't get to hear this as well. You were outside. The crowd/Eli Tomac experience when he's leading. What is that like?
Unreal.
Yeah.
I was right there.
Yeah.
I was outside within, amidst the crowd, and it was fantastic.
Yep.
It's really, really cool when a crowd gets that hyped about a rider, and they're just, on their feet. Everyone's standing up. It's like we're doing the wave, except we're just cheering on one rider that we're stoked for. Because he's a legend. He really is. Yeah,
you hear it just following him around the track. So Eli rode great. He almost got to be a spoiler. Do you know, if Eli had won the second moto and won the overall, Hunter finishing third would have still won the title. Jett had to win the race. He had to beat Tomac in both motos. He did. Let's get to the press conference with all three of them and wrap up the 450s.
Yeah, I obviously knew Eli was taking that outside, so coming up that time, it was just please stay left, please stay left, please stay left, so don't take my line, so I could kind of take it, because I had a line in the sand, and I took it on the third lap. I'm I could get him there, but the next lap he saw it and took it, so I kind of took that away. It was a little bit of a both. I had that line, and obviously if I could send it and get close enough, I might be able to get next to him, and I was able to do it that lap.
I'm actually just pretty tired right now. It's past me bedtime, honestly, what I'm thinking about now. But yeah, no, I have a bit actually. It's pretty cool, not too long ago, we were, not even racing pros yet, and we were watching Eli at Daytona on TV, on ESPN. So it's cool to be at this, the top of the sport now, growing up watching Ricky, Chad, and James from Australia and stuff. As kids, just, they could go around the inside of a corner and it would just be nothing, but you're just oh my gosh, dude, they're the best. So it's cool to be at that level and I'm guessing have that same effect on kids and stuff watching us. So yeah, it is pretty cool, and you know, to be brothers doing it and stuff is definitely, it's pretty badass.
Well, I mean, yeah, you just have to adapt, and you have to always try to get better, and it's just having the mindset of never settling. So things change, you know, every year. And of course, I'm watching the young guys and trying to learn some things from them, and just try not to be stuck in your rut and settle. So, you know, that's what's, you know, I guess it has got me through my career, is having that mindset.
Okay, 250s real quick before everything's shut down here. Look, Haiden Deegan won, but Pierce Brown getting it done.
Yes, first overall win
Yeah.
in professional motocross or supercross. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Really,
Do you
I
know
think-
Pierce? You're in Utah.
I don't. He's
You
from
don't,
Utah.
okay.
I'm from Utah.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Yes.
Clearly, yeah.
Yes.
But man, that is such an exciting thing to see happen. Like I think about Ty Masterpool earlier in the year.
Yes.
And then, like a couple other people, just every time that happens, it warms my heart really to
Yeah.
see someone get their first professional win. It's incredible. That's got to be such a good feeling.
Pierce Brown, I did the calculations. He made himself about $180,000 for getting the $50,000 bonus for winning the race and leaping up to third in SMX. We've waited 4 years for him to get starts. He finally got him, and he won. Haiden Deegan, there's not much more we can say. He's just the guy right now.
Yeah, that was incredible. And then Pierce talked about how this is the last race for the team, Troy Lee Design,
Yes.
Gas
Yep.
team.
Yep.
So, like, what a cool way to go out,
That's
honestly.
true. Yep, Gas will be around next year, but it will not be TLD running the team. TLD will probably be back racing with another brand at some point. That is the hot rumor, but that'll probably be a year or two down the line. So yes, they go out with Gas with a win with Pierce Brown. We got to go before we're done. Thanks to Twisted Tea for backing us all year long. 250 press conference, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, I think this is my first full season. I made every single round, and finally got it done the last race. It feels good. But for next year, it just elevates my expectation for myself. Sorry. But yeah, this is definitely going to jumpstart some belief, and I can't wait for next year.
I mean, the track was pretty fun. I feel like everyone was riding the same, especially in that first moto. We just follow each other, and it's really tough to pass. Actually, I had a contact with Ty in the first moto, and he fell down, and second moto I touched his back wheel and I fell down. So I was really frustrated after the second moto because I was feeling really good, and the starts, I had a bad start first moto, and then second moto was better. I could close the guy on my inside, and I was like second. So it's a little bit up and down. Here there's a lot of good riders. The bike are also a lot of different good bikes. So it's different than in GPs, I think. We got a weekend off. I'm going to the Nation, so next week. So it's gonna be fun to be back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time off. It's a long season. I honestly just been looking forward to the time off. So, just chill for a couple weeks, and then you lock back in and grind so you can win another championship.